Oh, hello. How are you? So, if you've ever been on the internet and looking for apartments or houses, you've come across this website. It's called Zillow. I don't know why it's called Zillow, what it's supposed to stand for. Don't really care. But it allows you like peruse neighborhoods and towns and to look at the price of buildings and then to look at those that are for sale. And sometimes when they're not for sale. And it's a good time to, look at stuff and then talk about it. For me. That's all I care about. Where are we going to move to? Let's move to something out east. How about, let's move to Baltimore. Well, I want to see places for Baltimore. I want to buy, obviously, in Baltimore. Oh, look, we're in Baltimore. Hey, look, I'm in Baltimore. It always helps to have a Google Maps up for this, too. Just so you can figure out contextually where things are. All right. Baltimore. There's a lot of space included in Baltimore. Who knew? It's very square. You're in Baltimore. Let's go to a screen door factory. No, that's Connecticut, right? All right, here's Baltimore in context. It's, close to Washington. Predates Washington, obviously. Do we have a price range in Baltimore? No. Just gonna check it out. Sometimes, you look at places that are like multiple units. Sometimes just one. Should we have a price range? Let's have a price range. It's Baltimore, so let's go a max of $250,000, which seems like a lot of money, but probably isn't. Now Baltimore, has experienced better times. That's all I know. Everything I learned about Baltimore, I learned from The Wire. So obviously, I'm a very well-informed person. Okay, so like downtown Baltimore seems like maybe it's not the best place to live, but who knows? This one's $175,000. Let's check it out. Can we tour? Oh, we can't tour. Oh, it's an empty lot. That's why. It's this parking lot right here. So, an empty lot for $175,000. Yeah, sure. Okay. Depends on the place. All right, this is a 1-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,063 square foot. So, for 1 bedroom, that's pretty big. It looks like it's probably a floor of a 3-flat. It's a spacious 1,100 square foot condo, or 1,063, whatever, one of those, with fantastic outdoor space. It's a Mount Vernon Square, grand brownstone, with a magnificent lobby. Nobody gives a shit about the lobby as long as it's not full of homeless people or urine. It's really, nobody cares. This terrace residence is sun-filled from its many windows, overlooking a secluded garden securely sandwiched between the main TH and the main TH. And a SEP carriage house. All right, a SEP carriage house. You couldn't type the word separate in there. You just had to get SEP in there. Perfect for entertaining practical too, with many closets and storage areas. Newly installed wood laminate flooring. HVAC 2020. Okay, that's nice, right? Modern air conditioning and heating is always cool. BR Suite with large dressing area, closets, and private bath. Guest bath, foyer, kitchen with a pantry that'll please any cook. Steps to Peabody. UB, which is probably U Baltimore would be my guess. I don't know. Penn Station, downtown. Enjoy the great cultural institutions and restaurants nearby. All right. So, outside, a 3-flat. 3-flats are great. Let me tell you, having lived in cities, I'd much rather live in a 3-flat than a 20 unit building. 34 pictures, so good here. So, right away, there's a significant wear and tear outside where they've just thrown on coats and coats of paint. This dead planter full of leaves and shit, obviously not getting much attention. So you could just the neglect is already evident. Okay, the grand staircase there that hasn't been dusted or vacuumed in quite a while, obviously. This is interesting. I assume this is to keep the door from opening out? And this is real weird. What's that box? Is it an alarm box? Okay, it's got a big old deadbolt up there too. Because you need to keep the zombies out. Holy shit. You know, looking at the outside of this building, I figured it was a 3-flat, but there's at least, I don't know, a dozen units in here? 16 units? Maybe more. Maybe 20. Because, I mean, based on the number of mailboxes, right? Giant mirror for some reason. I mean, looking at the outside, it did not look like there were 20 units in here. So is that an apartment in there? Yeah, look. I mean, there's 20 units in here. Well, it's something very close to 20. Over 10, though. All right, so one giant room with virtually no light in it. Narrow as well. Oh, man. This track lighting. Oh. I don't understand why you buy a hanging fixture like this and pull up the chain like this. It's so weird, right? Like, it's all just bundled up there. Like, this is supposed to be a dining table light, but like the chain just being bunched up like that, it's strange. It's real strange. It looks like laminate flooring. You know, this is the HVAC, so it is just plugged in there like that. When you see this like that, it wasn't integrated into the original design. If it's an older stone building, though, that makes sense, right? Looks like it's got like a little patio walkout there. Oh my god, this kitchen, fuck. The only one person in the kitchen at a time. That's the first rule that you live with in this house, right? Because what you can't fuck, it's narrow as all fuck. It's like a galley on a ship. I mean, not that you need to, but man, the dishwasher and the stove being right across from each other. A single barrel sink as well. Single barrel sink is like, this is as cheap a sink we can purchase at the Home Depot. With no sprayer as well. Single barrel sink with no sprayer. It's like, how much was this sink? It was 15 cents. Of course it was 15 cents. I mean, who wants a single barrel sink? You can't put a drain basket in there, right? You got to get like a separate one. But there's still little counter space up here. Also, this counter is like ancient ass garbage laminate. I'm loving the high quality back there. Okay, this is just some raw pine screwed together. Is this the pantry that any cook would love? I think it is. They didn't finish this? Why is this not finished? This is just like raw fucking plywood that someone put up against this wall. Like, the previous residents were like, there's not enough cabinet space. Let's just throw something on the wall. And they were like, yeah, all right. And then when they moved out, the real estate developer, oh, pantry, let me advertise that one. It's like, it doesn't look like it's evenly hung. Like, look at the difference in gap on this side and this side. It looks like someone made this. And if you lived in the house and you made this for yourself, you'd be like, yeah, all right, it's better than nothing. It's certainly better than what we had, which was no storage at all. And then, you know, great. But now the real estate agent's like, it's a feature. Okay. This is very narrow. It's like this unit is just packed in here, isn't it? So you got a run down, moldy old garden in the backyard. This, you know, this is like lichen. It's like under the sea over here, isn't it? Okay, that's a corner. Would you want to see a corner? This real estate photography is awful like this. It's even funnier when people are in there. Inexplicable crown molding. Why is this here? This is the only molding like this in the apartment. Why is it there? What the fuck? All right, so the heat, the furnace, the HVAC stuff is right in this closet, right? Which, you know, since it's 2020, you would expect that it had been added after the fact. But this means it's like super loud in this room because like the fucking furnace is right here and the hot water heater is probably right here too. And the other side might be washer dryer, but we don't even know if there is one yet. These two closets are right across from each other. The old Home Depot wire racks. Excellent. This is the third shot of this room. They didn't even bother to clean up this fucking patio. There's just like a bunch of furniture tossed around and shit. What a mess. Okay. So the washer dryer is in the kitchen, which is an interesting choice, but I suppose there are worse places. What the fuck am I looking at there? Is this the dryer exit hose? Does it just exit into the room? That's what it looks like, doesn't it? It looks like this is the lint / exhaust for the dryer. Holy shit, it must be hot in there. This also looks like a fucking cable box over here, or a telephone tap box. Good luck getting phone service in there, I guess. What is this? This is insane. How can this be here? How can this be here? Can you imagine the dryer venting into the room that you cook in? Holy shit. Here's the sunken secret garden. Oh, this is interesting, though. This does not match the picture on the other side, does it? Because the wall was like filthy and dirty and rotten. I mean, that looks all right. I don't know Baltimore's climate, but I assume it's quite humid in Baltimore. Yeah, okay, so this is the same shot for the opposite side. There's like a bunch of rot out here as well, like the sill is falling apart. And you know, like this is a 20-unit building. Why is the landlord not keeping this up? Oh, okay, that's an inexplicable street shot. So it can't just be this one, though. It has to be this one next door, too, because there's 20 units in it. We counted the mailboxes. Holy shit. They don't bother sweeping up or raking the front yard. This is just like low maintenance. This is like a crumbling edifice. They've got these lock boxes, which means there's constantly vacants in the building, which means there's constantly like random strangers and real estate people coming in and out. But like there are 25 layers of paint here are broken down and there's a big hole in the front of the building. It's pretty rough. Okay. Another stairway shot. Inexplicable number of outdoor shots at this point. Like, why do you need to see this stairway this many times? And it's so poorly maintained too. They haven't even swept. Like, before you take this picture, what are you doing with these filthy fucking planters? And why is there so much debris everywhere? Okay, there's a giant church that has nothing to do with it. Some local information, very useful. Very useful. I wonder if that's Lord Baltimore. Great, it's right by the art museum in case you're wondering. So this is a condo and it's $168,000. It's pretty run down, the building. I wonder if you have to pay fees on top of that, like their condo fees. Yeah, there's in addition to the mortgage that you'd have to get for this. No idea what the mortgage would be. You have to pay homeowners fees, homeowner association fees of $402 a month. That's a lot. That's a lot. I would bet at $168,000, I would expect that this apartment wouldn't rent for more than, I don't know, $1,000, and that's nearly half that. I mean, it's okay, I guess. Price history. I mean, it's been $30,000 lower at points. You can see when people like buy and sell it. That's why part of the reason I love this. This is never sold. Yeah, it's been on the market multiple times and never sold. But before they were selling it without HVAC, without air conditioning. This price here, they took it off the market for 3 or 4 months, or 3 or 4 years, and put it back on. Okay, I mean this isn't a hole, but it's not great. I would assume most stuff in Baltimore is not great, just because I don't think there's probably much real estate being invested here. Another row home in Baltimore. This is 3-bedroom, 3 baths, so this might be an entire building. It kind of looks like it is, right? It looks like it's this plain renovated one here. I say renovated, but they clearly didn't really do much to the outside, did they? Let's see. They're estimating that the mortgage payment is $750 a month. That's not horrible. It's lower than a lot of city rents. Let's see. It's close to University of Maryland Medical Center, which sounds nice if you work there, I guess. Having lived near a hospital before, it's an interesting experience. You get used to the sirens. You never get used to the people who should not have been let out walking down the street. Privacy fence in the back, security doors and windows. You can see there's grates there. Central heat, so no air conditioning in fucking Baltimore. No fucking way. Are you kidding me? Wiki Baltimore average temp. Like, there's no way that that's comfortable. There's always a climate section on Wikipedia, right? Climate data, 2010 normals. Okay, it gets up to the high 80s on average in June, July, August. Holy fuck. What's the humidity on those days? 70% humidity with no fucking air conditioning. No fucking way I would ever... Look, it's 60% year round. It's 60% or higher year round. This is a very humid place. The idea that you'd be in it without air conditioning, no fucking way. I would have the air on March 1st through like October 31st. I'd be like, Halloween, I'll turn the air conditioning off. Holy shit. All right. So that's like a hard no, because even though it's newly rehabbed, there's no HVAC. But let's have a look around anyways. It doesn't look like they'd spent much money on the outside, does it? It does not. There's, remarkably less filth than the last place out front. All right, you got what looks like granite countertops, new appliances, or newer. The poles on these doors are interesting. One of the things you can tell about like the quality that's gone into construction is whether the poles on doors are like level or not. Like next time you're in someone else's apartment, look at their kitchen cabinets, and if one knob is here and one knob is here, like, that door was hung by somebody who did not give a shit, right? Because he or she was hanging 40 fucking cabinets that day, and they don't care what the doors look like. So it's just a mark of attention to detail and quality. So is this a rat trap? There's a glue trap or something down there. All right, so you got a Whirlpool dishwasher. Gray cabinetry is interesting, I guess. Unusual, at least for me. This backsplash isn't that one Home Depot backsplash. You'll see it. Just wait. White fridge. So they kept the old fridge, but they got a new dishwasher. Gas stove. One of those microwaves that acts as a hood, but actually just vents right into the room you're in. Strange hole. It's strange hole. Look, I see like what looks like a heating duct back there. So another shot of the same fucking counter. Okay, laminate flooring. This weird little dip with the old heat register in the floor. That's a heat register as well. This one's probably a return, would be my guess. You don't want to cover it, but you can't put your appliances over the top of it too. So like, at first you're looking at this and you're like, oh yeah, I'll put a TV stand in here. It's like, you could probably hang a TV in here if it wasn't too wide, but you wouldn't ever want to cover this. You'd fuck up your HVAC or your heating. The bars in the window is a good touch. Okay, look how badly this tile is done. You can see this fucking seam right here. Plastic tub. They didn't bother to replace this. This vanity is extremely out of date, but it is a new faucet for what it's worth. It's a small vanity as well. Minimal storage in the bathroom. Minimal storage. If you've ever lived with a woman, or you are a woman, or maybe you're just a man who owns a lot of product, this does not fucking cut it. Right? You can't. It's not going to work. Small toilet, and it's round instead of elongated. And if you have dangly bits, sitting in a toilet that end is this big versus this big is a massive difference where your dangly bits go. I know that because I was in an apartment somewhat recently with a round toilet instead of an oval toilet, and it was unpleasant at best. Before and after shot there. Oh, it's 3 baths, so that could be a different bathroom. This could be a different bathroom. Okay, I mean, this has not been rehabbed. Like this shit's, tiles that are square 4-inch tiles like this, or 6-inch tiles like this, are not new or rated. This window looks like it's relatively new. These are window stops here, and this is like the heat rating, the thermal insulation information. Now, you generally want this window frosted. Because, look, there's the street is right there. People can see you taking a shit, and you can't even see them. What's the point? All right, interesting marble floor, it looks like. Which, interesting. All the vents being on the floor is... All right, this room is carpet. Is this a bedroom? There's no outlet covers in this picture. Like, if you're going to take pictures for real estate, don't go in before the place is ready for display. Like, it's just why would you want that? You're like, well, we said we'd take pictures and get it on the market March 4th. It's like, no, take the pictures when it's presentable. Just fucking wait. All right, so that does look like new carpet for what it's worth. There's no baseboard here. I would assume that this place has a baseboard, because otherwise the seams are right up against the wall too. And you can see it, and it's dirty and filthy and shit. People put baseboards on here. I would hope there's a baseboard there, and I would hope there's outlet covers, but you never fucking know. Yeah, looking at this closet, it kind of looks like there's not, though, doesn't it? Kind of looks like the carpet just goes up to the wall and there's no baseboards at all. All right, so here's an oval toilet. So that one bathroom is like a front room or something. Still no, this is not acceptable. If you have if you're an adult, where are you putting your shit? Where are you putting your razor and your soap and your butt cleanser? Where are you putting it? Where are you putting it? Not down here. So you're having to add storage to every single one of these rooms. It's interesting that every bathroom has a different shoddily placed tile enclosure around it. No plates on anything. So they like primed this place. It doesn't look like they finished the painting. And they took all the outlet plates off, which you would do, but didn't put any of them back before taking pictures. And there's no baseboards, or they never put the baseboards back. One of those two. They came in and fucking vacuumed everything though, but no outlet covers or baseboards. Okay, here's a picture of a closet. Nice, great. All right, so it is 3 stories. It's very interesting. I'd like to see the attic. This is the attic then. So there's a third bedroom up here, but no bath, I think. Yeah, and this is the main room with the kitchen and back. So it's interesting, like if you were a med student at that Baltimore hospital, you might share this with 3 people and it might work out pretty well. It's a bit run down. I mean, there's much worse choices, but like this is like the real problem with this is the real estate people. Like, you know, this is still getting rehabbed, but you gotta have fucking switch covers on the wall. You gotta have baseboards in. You can't just take pictures of an unfinished shit heap and expect people to be like, oh yeah, I want to buy that. Light bulb hanging from the ceiling with no glass. Another example. Man, I've had these fixtures in like a half dozen apartments. They just chew through light bulbs, no matter what kind you put in there. Whoa, holy shit. Have you ever seen The Burbs? This is the furnace that was in the basement in The Burbs. Wow, okay. So, I mean, the good news is that you could probably put an air conditioning unit down here. Well, the inside part of an air conditioning unit, put the heat exchanger outside because it is central. So you could probably get into here and remedy this situation, because there's no way you can live in Baltimore with fucking 60% humidity all year round without fucking air conditioning. Like if you're poor, I understand. You just got to do what you do. But if you're a middle-class person who's shopping for a fucking place in Baltimore, you are not doing it without air conditioning. There's a privacy fence. There's a bunch of construction debris in the backyard. We don't know anything about the neighborhood here, so maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. Probably bad for what it's worth because of this overall price. But I assume most people in Baltimore, you can get information from context too. A lot of these are going to be like empty lots that like row houses torn down. Let's look at this one. Lafayette Avenue, 4 bedrooms, 1 bath, $85,000. Wow, there's some really narrow houses in Baltimore. Look at this. These are like a 2/3 to 2/3 the size of what you would expect from a row house, but it's all packed in, isn't it? I mean, this is an extremely poorly attended neighborhood. This is a board up. This is a board up as well. And like these streets haven't been weeded or anything in a long time. So this is not an upscale neighborhood in any way. Air conditioning there in the window. So it's not up to date at all. This is 4 bedrooms, 1 bath, which is like, that's a lot of bedrooms for 1 bath, right? Okay. One of the problems that you'll consistently see on real estate sites is that people get into apartments that are inhabited or houses that are inhabited. I'm not buying a house, Yellow Wagons. I'm pretending I'm buying a house. That's a good question, though. It's just fun to look at shit and complain about it. I find this amusing. We're pretending to move to Baltimore. Why Baltimore? Just picked it arbitrarily. One of the things you'll find with people who go into houses to take pictures of the house is that if there's someone living there, they start taking pictures of people's stuff, right? They stop taking pictures of the room and they start focusing on stuff. And it's always a weird choice. This is a weird choice, hanging a curtain that far below the actual top of the window. Over air TV antenna, I like it. Couch with no cushions, interesting choice. This looks like it was a cushion that it's not upholstered. So some weird things going on there already. Where are the cushions? Are these them? Big bag of trash there. Live, laugh, love mural on the wall. See, I would have put the TV over here. Above this, what looks like it might have been a fireplace at one point. Fortnite. Do you see this? Why does it say Fortnite there? Fortnite. All right. Live, laugh, love. Exposed brick. I fucking hate exposed brick. Exposed brick reads to me as no insulation. Always has. And also hard to hang things. Okay, so this is a picture of someone's kitchen. They're obviously still living there. I'm not trying to look at their shit. I'm trying to look at the kitchen. What's going on with this hose? What's going on with that hose? This high table is an interesting choice. Real old appliances in here. Maybe they don't come with the place though. Open top trash can. They must not have any pets. Huh. They're in the process of moving out, I think. Like this shit's all lined up here because they're taking it with them. Like they're moving out. Cardboard over the window is a good sign. Fucked up blinds. This kitchen's a nightmare though. There's no surface area to work in this fucking kitchen. Where are you putting the microwave? Oh well, this is an old entertainment center I found in the street. Where's the blender going? You know, all of this shit crowded in the corner. Where are you cutting anything for groceries? And what is up with this fucking tube? What is up with this fucking tube? All right, so, you know, this is barely adequate for dishes. Not much room for food here. All right, here's a bathroom. Faith, live, laugh, love. I fucking hate live, laugh, love stuff. So this is the one bathroom. Where are you putting your shit? I think this is a 4-bedroom house. I think it's been inhabited by a single person. Because, like, where are all the toothbrushes? There's no cabinet here. There's no storage up here. You just have this 2-door monstrosity here. This is the second time we've seen the identical thing, too. Also, remember what I said about the hanging doors? The knobs don't match up. Whoever put this in did not give a shit about what this looks like. All right. Washer dryer. It looks like maybe it vents properly. Another washer or a dryer, which is interesting. What's this? Pet food? Yep, pet food. We're getting pictures of people's shit, right? This thing is huge. This bed is fucking huge. In this tiny bedroom, too. Here's the air conditioner, man. You'd want it. It's fucking Baltimore. Is this a hairdryer? I think this is like one of those hairdryers that you can roll up to a chair and put over your head. So the person here might, one of the people here might be like a hairstylist or something. Okay. The inflatable Baltimore Ravens chair is a choice. No, this place is like no window treatments, so the people either don't give a shit or have never bothered to like go shopping for a curtain, which is an interesting choice. That, you know, they had a cardboard in the downstairs window, and it's just like, oh, okay. I mean, I had cardboard in my window too when I was like 21 years old, and now I'm like, maybe I'll get some fucking curtains. These are what? The closet doors? There's another busted closet door there. It's kind of like half hanging on off. This is another double, so there are more than one person living here. There is more than one person living here. This headboard is an interesting choice. Another air conditioner in this room. Hey, they've got curtains, but they look like they're just tacked up with thumbtacks up there. This is back to the bedroom with the gigantic... Why would you ever buy this fucking bed frame? Left the lube out, though. They left the lube out. There are ceiling fans in some of these rooms. There's also exposed... Someone smokes in here, and they don't want to set off the fire alarm. I mean, I know these match, but fuck me, I hate it. All right, the lovely backyard. What is this? They're like, oh, well, we got an animal in there, so we had to block it off. Rotting old back entrance steps. Okay, well, I mean, the house is like 10 feet wide, so you can't expect much from the backyard. It's all cracked and crumbly, though. All right, so that's interesting. 85K, bottom of the range stuff in Baltimore. That's not great shit, is it? Let's go around somewhere else in Baltimore. Let's look somewhere near the top of the range we specified. So let's put in 250 and 250. Well, I don't know if we're actually gonna get results like that. Let's do 200. All right, so this should be stuff over 200K. So this should find a better species of housing. All right, 1014 Fayette, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, questionable square feet. Can't even figure that out, huh? Picture perfect renovation with 3 finished levels of living space. Hardwood floors. Chef's eat-in kitchen. Okay. Stainless steel appliances and tile backsplash. Okay. My wife is like fervently anti-backsplash. I'm neutral. Second level with large bedroom, second full bath, and desirable bedroom level laundry. Desirable bedroom level laundry. Are there people who like, I really want my washing and drying to be real close to where I sleep? Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. A third level with 2 additional bedrooms, a full unfinished basement with perfect storage and a large fenced yard. So there's tons of revitalization happening in the area. Combine that with low interest rates, now is the perfect time to buy. This is a pretty high monthly payment for a mortgage, $1,100 on $250,000. So they must be assuming that the person buying this house doesn't have a big down payment, because that's fairly high. Okay, Berkshire Hathaway, blah, blah, blah. It's a townhouse. There is AC. Street parking. Forced air heating. 1920. Sun number. All right, so how long has this been on? About a year. Well, less than a year. Oh, look at that, though. It's a brand new rehab. Look at this. The listing was removed at 61K, and it came back on the market at 250. So this was like a gut. So this house was just like a stone shell or something, and then they rebuilt the entire interiors, refinished everything, and then put it on market. So somebody's flipping this. This is the perfect example of where you'll see the cabinets go weird. So it was assessed at $29,000 in 2020. Not 61. The property taxes are going to be like 10 times this, because this was a shell. So you can expect your property taxes to be much higher than that. Much, much, much higher. Yeah, $239 a month, which is much higher than $684 a year, isn't it? It is much higher. All right. Baltimore City Public Schools. So outside looks okay. Not a lot of information there because it's not a big pick. Maybe we'll see one letter. I mean, that looks nice. It looks like a new clean brick. Looks like somebody did tuck pointing. There's a gutter, right? That's nice. You won't rot your roof away. All right, so this is their chef's kitchen. It always says chef's kitchen. So it's a gas 6 burner. So that's, some people like that. I prefer electric, frankly, but I'm no chef either. I do cook. A single barrel, tiny little sink with a sprayer. So don't ever need to wash a pot or pan is what this is saying to you. Like, wait, I don't understand. Like, this is a 6 burner stove, right? So you got 6 fucking pots or pans in there, maybe 4. Maybe you just need 3 dishes. You need a sauce pan. You're steaming some vegetables in another pan, and let's say you're searing a steak in the other pan. Good luck putting them in the sink. Look how small it is. This is the sink you spit in at the dentist's office. All right. This has been staged. Right. Nobody lives here. Some person went to a warehouse furniture sellout and bought this garbage furniture and shit and put it in there. I don't know what this is. This is a caltrop? Fake plant caltrop. Ferns? Okay, great. The couch, it looks horribly uncomfortable, but you're not buying the couch. So this is the front room. It's pretty cramped, though. This kind of looks like the front door. Let's go back real quick. No, the front door is a solid piece of... oh, no. Let me go back in. The front door is solid, so that's the back door. This is the back door of the house. Because the front door didn't have this window in it. All right, well, there's outlet plates. That's weird. What is that? Is that a fire alarm? Gray is the new default color for walls. It used to just be like white or acro, like eggshell white, but it's gray. These recessed soffit lights, those are relatively new, right? It looks like there's maybe 6 of them in this room. No, it looks like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. That's a lot. It's probably pretty bright in there. So these are your front windows. This is a doorbell, it looks like. There's an interestingly large gap here, isn't there? This front door looks like it's not hung very well or weather stripped correctly, doesn't it? That's interesting for a place that's been renovated recently. Baseboards, that's something. There's these do look like refinished floors. Still left a screwdriver behind. Somebody's like, "Where's my DeWalt screwdriver?" More awful fucking furniture. I don't know what's going on with this window up here. What is this? That's some weird looking things there. Okay, stainless steel fridge. Not enough information to talk about venting at all. This is the back door. So the kitchen has space for a small highboy type table and not much else. So this is a multi-bedroom apartment with no place to eat, or a house, which no place. So if you had 2 kids and 2 parents in this house, where would you eat? You'd have to buy a much bigger table than this and squeeze it in here. It would be pretty tight too, I think. This sink is a shit show. It's an absolute disaster. I fucking hate live laugh shit. Do people put slogans up in their fucking house all the time? The only thing I have hanging as far as a slogan is concerned, there's some art and stuff, is it says "Look for the Finards." Stainless steel again. Several pictures of the exact same thing. All right, here we are in the bathroom. So this is interesting. This looks bigger. A semi-nude. One of those little shower hutches. That's nice. It's nice to be able to put stuff in there. They renovated the bathroom and the shower head still sucks. That's an interesting choice. You wouldn't be able to get one of those detached sprayers on there, unfortunately. Okay. I mean, why even put a bed in here? Oh yeah, here's our breakfast in bed tray. That's normal. Ceiling fan. There's good sun in those windows, it looks like. Ah, yes. I like to watch myself fucking. Why do you ask? It looks like it's got a big closet. Oh, it's shabby chic. It's shabby chic. It's shabby chic. I fucking hate shabby chic, by the way. Another fucking mirror. What are all these mirrors needed for? No dressers in here as well, because the room is actually quite small. That looks like it's a double or a queen. Okay, hey, holy shit, drawers. Holy shit, drawers. You might be able to use this bathroom. You remember what I said about the fucking doors? Look at these doorknobs. Look at these doorknobs. Why are they not even? This is a brand new rehab. Why are these doors not hung properly? This doesn't look like it opens. No, it can't because the sink's in the fucking way. The faucet's in the way. So there's no storage here, but there are drawers. So you might be able to survive in this bathroom. Maybe. Okay, you know, these tiles are current. Like stylistically, these are current. Here's one of the other bedrooms. Another ceiling fan. So it looks like there's ceiling fans in every bedroom. That's interesting. Another floor-to-ceiling mirror door, which I guess makes it seem bigger, but this would just creep me the fuck out. Oh, God forbid that be in your kid's room as well. Interesting bundle of coax here on the floor. That means the wiring in the wall predates the renovation. Otherwise, it wouldn't look like this. There would just be an outlet mounted on a plate in the wall, right? Like a modern, cleaned up place would have a plastic plate held in by 2 screws with a coax port on it. It would not just have a cable sitting here. So when they renovated the place, they didn't do anything about the wiring. They didn't put in Cat 5 or Cat 7 or anything like that. So they neglected any sort of modern data needs. Hey, at least they're outlet plates, though. Another mirrored door. They must have had a sale at Mirrored Door Land. Okay, so this is a very, very short basement. So maybe you can put the kids down here. They didn't bother to repaint anything. Man, this looks crazy ancient, right? It's like, well, when we dug the basement, we found a chamber that led into another chamber, and where it looked like they had been sacrificing people to the rat god. All right, the rat god. It's like H.P. Lovecraft, right? Okay, that's interesting that it's on its side like that, and held up by cinder blocks, which are in turn held up by another set of cinder blocks. Okay, this does look like it's been wired for AC though. These 2 pipes here make it look like it's been wired for AC. This is sump. I wonder if they get water in here. Holy shit, does this wiring look ancient back here? You wouldn't use this room for anything other than storage. You wouldn't even be able to like put a treadmill in here. The ceiling is really low. You know, I mean the foundation is absolutely ancient looking. It's like something out of Lovecraft. Okay, big empty backyard with an inexplicable piece of fence there. Just wanted to kill that grass, is that it? The fences look new. I don't really understand why there's a privacy fence there and nowhere else. I don't think that's going to help with like noise or anything. Okay, you know, I mean, your kids can run around back here. You could renovate this or something. I mean, you'd want to replace these fences with privacy fences if you were going to do anything back here, though, because otherwise you're just looking into your neighbor's shit heap. All right. Oh, so it's actually a 2-unit, or it's like a split building. When we saw the front, it wasn't clear. And there's an empty lot next to it on one side, and an empty lot here, and then another building there. So maybe these will get bought up someday, maybe not. These pictures were taken at different times. It's interesting that they didn't do anything to the back, isn't it? Like they re-tuck pointed the brick on the front of the building, but they haven't done anything to the back at all. This looks like it's their air conditioner. Having a cage over your air conditioner suggests there are people who break into your backyard to steal the copper out of your air conditioner. But I guess there's a cage there to stop it. So that's something. It's weird that there's not that many windows in the back. Bars in the lower window here is interesting as well. I mean, this is probably not the safest neighborhood. But it's Baltimore, so it doesn't shock me. I mean, honestly, I've seen much worse places. It looks like they might have even swept up. There's a water line marking here, which suggests that maybe the city has been in to replace this sidewalk, or perhaps the water line, which is one of those things they have to do in the decaying infrastructure of cities. This could be much worse. I wonder how bad the neighborhood is. It's neat looking up front where they did the work. They didn't do any work on the sides or the back. So I guess they tore the old ones down. The old neighbors down. Let's see, 3D tour, $220K. All right. This one's been cut. Price cut. So there's limited interest in the house. 2 bedrooms, 3 baths. That's excessive. 1,200 square feet. Welcome to Holland Square, a complete renovation. It's approved for the homestead tax credit buyer. Qualify for the LNYW incentive. New, young, what is it? Live near your work. Okay. So it's a home buying incentive for individuals working in Baltimore. So this is to get people to move back into Baltimore and not be out in the county. Over 100 employers have signed on to participate. Are they giving you money? Funds can be used towards your down payment or closing costs. Okay, so that's interesting. Special tax programs like that to kind of revitalize urban centers are interesting. I had a coworker who did something like that in Chicago. All right, so what's this? It has AC, natural gas heating. All right, it's a small lot. That mortgage is real high again. Okay, so this is a rehab as well. Look at it. Back in 2013, it was at $16K. Took a price jump in May of 2020 after the first rehab, maybe. Was sold for $45K here, worked on, and they've been trying to sell it since. So that's interesting that they sold it way down here for $10K at like auction or something. And then they sold it again. So somebody made a little bit of money on it. And then somebody made a little bit more money. They made $40K here, so maybe they made it livable between those two. Tough to say for sure. All right. So these 3D tours generally suck, but we're going to take it anyways. Just see what it's like. No, actually not a 3D tour. All right, what do we got? We got exposed brick. Big stairway, narrow again. These narrow houses in Baltimore are interesting, aren't they? They're a weird thing. They're a weird thing. I've never lived in a building this narrow. Boy, I mean, people love this fucking shit. I can't stand this. This just looks nasty and old to me. I'd much rather have these walls than that. Alright, so 3 shots from the same angle. Alright, so you got a breakfast bar. Holy shit, somewhere to eat. Somewhere to fucking eat. Stainless steel appliances. Tough to say what the venting is over the stove. I hate these fixtures. No outlet here. There should be an outlet here. There should be an outlet right here so you can plug in a blender or something right there. There is an outlet here, but what are you plugging in there? That's where the people are sitting or standing, right? So what, are you running a cord around this and up here? Who built that and why? There should be an outlet here. I need another shot of the kitchen. Lots of cabinets, though, so I think this is like the best kitchen we've seen so far. This is a synthetic floor, I think. Okay, tiny little sink. I hope you don't need to wash a pot or a pan above the smallest single person size. If you have that one pan that you got when you went off to college and 2 plates, this is the kitchen for you. I know there's a dishwasher, but like, how do you wash a fucking pan? You have 3 friends over, because it can't be more than 3 because there's no seating there unless you have a dining table elsewhere. You have your 3 friends over there and you want to prepare them a lovely meal of some steaks and a veg and a bottle of wine. Well, you can't fucking sear anything in this kitchen because there's no place to wash the pan afterwards. So maybe there's room out back for a grill and you can just grill out there. 6 burner stove too. This is like a relatively high-end gas stove. And the sink looks like it was made for a dentist chamber of torture. Still got that little blue film that you got to peel off the stainless steel. This is weird that it's a corner like this, but I bet there's a lot of shelf space in there, and this might actually be a good spot for food. You wouldn't want to put food in these because they're too close to the stove, but this would be all right for canned goods. This looks like it's pretty big too. The door pulls on these look like they're level, but there's an interesting gap up here, and there's also, this is not flat too. So some of these kitchens have been pretty bad. This one looks slightly better, though these door pulls aren't even either. Handle door pulls like this are considered quite dated, so it's an interesting choice, but black fixtures like this are considered quite up to date. This looks like they plugged a sprayer hole instead of getting a sink with a sprayer, but this sink is so fucking small anyways. You're gonna have a hell of a time. Use this as your pantry one. Pots and pans here, maybe. This looks like it might have a Lazy Susan in it. They never take pictures of the inside of cabinets, but it's always something you want to look at when you go into an apartment or house. This very narrow front room, we've seen a lot of these first floors in Baltimore where there's just no like proper living spaces. It's like, maybe you fit a TV in here and a couch. Maybe, I'm not sure where you'd hang the TV, because for some reason they didn't give you a wall on this side. Like they thought this would be art or something. All right, where are you putting your shit? Admittedly, this is like a front bathroom. Thanks, Kelly. Great, I got a text message for Kelly. Kelly. Oh, man. Who are you? And why did you give them my phone number, Kelly? Block this color. I get so many text messages for Kelly all the fucking time. All right, onward. Okay, subway tile. This wide narrow tile. Wide narrow tile. Sure. It's not tall. That's what I'm looking for. It's about 4 inches by about 8 inches, right? That's pretty modern. This is an interesting choice. I feel like they went to the store that day and they couldn't get black ones, so they got this bronze variety. And that feels a little dated in here, but, you know, I've seen worse. So you can put your soap in there. That's nice. I'm not sure this is high enough for a shampoo bottle. If you're married to a woman or you live with a woman, they have like 5 to 8 bottles in the bathtub, right? Realistically, 5 to 8 bottles. You know, shampoo, conditioner, healing, mana, fire protection. I don't know what's in the bottles, but there's 5 to 8 of those bottles. And okay, maybe her 5 to 8 bottles are gonna fit there, but where are your 3 bottles gonna? Where's your shampoo, conditioner, and face soap gonna be? You're gonna have to get like one of those little tables or something in here. Okay, this is a different bathroom. This is one of the other 3 baths. And okay, doors are uneven. They're not hung properly, right? The door pulls are not level. Where are you putting your shit in here? There's no drawers. The thing is this space would take a larger vanity as well. But there's no room on the side of the sink to leave a bottle of lotion or hand soap. Where are you putting the lava, you know, when you come home from working in the fields? This black chrome thing mixed with the bronze, it's real weird. It's like they couldn't get all the ones they wanted. What's going on here? It's unclear whether that's an oval toilet or not. Okay, they took this picture in such a way that it looks like it has a very, very low ceiling, right? There's no space above the window frame. Maybe this is a low ceiling. Maybe it's not. It's hard to tell. It kind of looks low, doesn't it? Textured ceiling here. So they updated this but didn't do the ceiling, which is an interesting choice. Nipple fixture. There's fucking air freshener in every room, and I don't know what that means. It doesn't seem like a good sign. This room again, inexplicably. I mean, okay. I mean, it's weird for windows not to have space above them, right? So I think this is a very low ceiling room. So I think that's supposed to be the first floor bedroom. But you might turn it into an office or something. There's only 2 beds though, so... Okay, the same room over and over and over again. Okay, here's the second room though. The second bedroom. And it's fucking tiny. It's smaller than the other. What? It looks like maybe the camera was shifted down here. There's a weird little glitch here. These fixtures, what the fuck? Why? They're so weird. Why would you want those there? You'd be better off with no light in there. Only one window, also very low ceiling in that room. Okay, but what's this room? Because this is not the first room we saw, the first bedroom we saw. Low end carpeting, but hey, there are baseboards. That's something. Nipple lamp. This is the same room. This is the same room. This is the same room, but from the opposite corner. That's at least useful information. Why are the ceilings so low in here? Like, it's not normal for there to only be this much space between a front window and a ceiling. So, what is it? 2 bedrooms upstairs. Why are there 3 bathrooms? It's inexplicable. Lots of pictures of the same spaces, and they don't really give you more information, do they? I think this is the biggest bedroom. I think this is actually 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. And not 2 bedrooms, 3 baths. Hey, there's a vent fan in the bathroom. Oh my god. Who knew? This black fixture, right? These are pretty modern. Like you've only started seeing those in bathrooms somewhat recently. No storage in the fucking bathroom. No storage in this one either. That's a chrome fixture. They're all over the place with these bathroom fixtures. It's like what they bought whatever was on sale. So there are 3 bathrooms. I don't know what's going on. There are a lot of knobs. Oh god, how do I shower? Okay, I don't hate this. Like this shower, I don't hate. I'm interested on what all this does. There's some storage space. Looks like there's a mirror in there, which is a little weird, but I guess if you shave in there. Low toilet shot's an interesting choice. All right. That could be worse. It's interesting how many times it flipped, right? Speaking of could be worse, I'll be right back.